Hello, we are live with today's Animal Crossing stream about an hour late because, well, I wanted to vote, and then when I came back, I realized I hadn't eaten, like, pretty much anything today, or yesterday for that matter. So I'm like, I should probably eat. Anyway, I'm just going to share on all the social medias that we are live, and then we'll get into the game. And I apologize again. Um, for having to cancel the stream yesterday. I was just way too anxious. It was just not a. I wasn't really up to doing a normal stream, let alone the 12-hour marathon I had planned. So hopefully next Sunday. Depends. Thank you for that host, Astro. Much appreciated as always. I'll give you a shout out in just a moment. Yeah, my work schedule this week is the same as it was last week, which that itself lends good, decent chance to there being, or means I'm not working Saturday, which is good for as far as doing marathon stream on Sunday, but it still depends on whether or not I'm working next week on Monday, which remains to be seen. I don't know my schedule for next week yet. Let me just give that shout out to the Astropath and bring back game audio because y'all might want to hear the game. We didn't. Oh, I see why we didn't lose game audio. Because the alert was still muted from yesterday. Okay, so the next time we get an alert, it's going to mute the audio most likely, but we'll worry about that if it happens. I'll just get into the game now. I don't want to be going too late today as I am working 3 a.m. tomorrow, which is... And then tomorrow I'll be doing the stream at like 6 and then working again 3 a.m. the following morning, so don't want to go too late today because tomorrow we're already starting a bit on the late side, but see, October 21st, 5 p.m. Trantor. That's all accurate. Who am I? I'm Rick. Who do you think I am? Totally forgot about me. Completely understandable. Completely understandable. Let's get this. Do some work for a change. Why don't you do some work for a change? Raining again. Been having a lot of rain. Hey, Sprocket, that's someone new. What? I think that's another robot. I know how to speak. I swear. Daughter sells a lot of mail. I did miss yesterday, so. Dinosaur egg. Nice, nice. I wonder what kind of dinosaur. Pteranodon skull. Cool, cool. And finally, a trilobite. Okay. So, not too much money from those, but yeah. So your father very sweetly, what do you like for dinner, dear? No answer. Well, it looks like someone's getting meatloaf again. Ribot. Yeah, move to Meltor 4. Red. Red is here today, that's right. Oh, right. I was like, I was thinking, I'm like, either Red or Wendell was today and the other one was tomorrow. Which one was it? I'm like, oh, right. I'd even been thinking today I need to make sure to play past 6 because it's Red today. HRA and Tom Nook. Blue Wardrobe. Wait, was that something I needed? No, I need a blue bed and a blue bench, I think that says. Furniture list is starting to get, yeah, blue bed and blue bench. Text for the furniture list, as I lengthen the list of what I'll need, it's starting to get a bit on the small side. On the stream, it's still easy for you to read, but in OBS. Next Sunday already? Isn't that usually in November? Let me look that up now, and I'm curious. Daylight savings. Yeah, it's November 3rd, not next Sunday. It's in 2 weeks. Okay. So we still have a bit of time. That is definitely coming up soon, so that's actually good to be aware. Halloween fun, October 31st. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah. So how is everyone doing today? I hope you've all been having a good day. I hope you had a good weekend. I guess today is Monday now, so yeah. Some of you may have been back to work today. I'm only back to work tomorrow because, you know, I work, you know, part-time job. Don't necessarily work every day in the week. This week I work the same days as last week, like I was saying, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All 3 shifts. Ooh, nice, got it. All 3 shifts, 3 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Which is very much on the early side, and in a lot of ways kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, excellent, excellent. That puts us right up to, I guess, 43. Oh wait, did we also get a bag from the, yeah, I think we got a bag also from the, just randomly dug up a 100 bell bag. So yeah, 43,400. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Okay. Orange, the Orange Acres. If you want oranges, we got oranges. We got fruit of all kinds. We got oranges, we got cherries, we got apples, we got peaches, and we got pears and coconuts. Pears are our native fruit, but we got everything. Everything in the game, every fruit in the game we have grown in this town. Quite a lot of it. Interestingly, pears, which are my native fruit, are the one that I have the least trees of, because I'm like, they're my native fruit. I don't get as much money for them. I don't need to grow as many of them as I do with the others. I'd like to sell all this stuff that I just picked up. Nice. Let's give up 50,000 right off the hop. Let's grab a scroll. You never know when you might need a scroll. I mean, let's see, what do we got here? Phonograph. I will take that, please. Listen to some nice old-timey music. Thank you for the raffle ticket. Guess we're 10 days away from the raffle. A rocket. I'm always good for a rocket. Where are we taking it? To the moon, to Mars, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Weeping Fig. Why is it weeping? Timmy, Tommy, was one of you? Did one of you make this thing sad? I'm blaming Timmy. Blue wardrobe we don't need. No, thank you. Dark stone. No idea if we need that or not, so taking it anyway. So yeah. Because my furniture list on the side there is stuff that I need, but it's only for series I have so far, you know, listed out for anything else. Buying regardless, because I don't know. Okay, Timmy. Just, you know, if I'm selling you this Weeping Fig back and all the other stuff, Just, you know, maybe be a bit nicer to it. Can you do that for me, Timmy? Okay. Clothing time. Doesn't look particularly promising. A noble shirt. I don't think I need that. Sadly, no. A one-ball shirt. Nope. A bear shirt. Nope. Stormy shirt? Can we weather the stormy weather? Nope. Don't need it. Can we weather the storm? And finally, a wavy tan shirt. Yeah, don't need any of these. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. And this time we're going to remember it. Before leaving, buy the candy. Aha. Nook, I want 5 of your finest candy. So this better be your finest. Thank you kindly. Okay. So, go for some candy in real life. Okay, let's see. Okay, I guess we already got the money rocks. We don't need to be checking rocks anymore. That's nice. It saves us a bit of time. Just trying to think now. Bugs everywhere. Being quite a nuisance. Bugs everywhere. I don't know. Let's go toss this candy and the raffle tickets in our home. Okay. Almost filled up the main floor. And if we go to both my other 2 towns today and grab candy from them, that will fill it up. So we are going to have to start putting candy in the basement as well. But that shouldn't be too bad. It is what it is, honestly. I mean, we're not getting all that much in the way of raffle tickets this month anyway, compared to like previous months. Which hopefully doesn't bite us in the ass, like, because we are going to be eventually, because we do still need a lot of items from the raffle, and if we also end up like with all 9 items we get, 3 in each of our 3 towns, being stuff we need, you know, we could end up getting screwed over on that. Goings on. Oh yeah, our red is gonna be here today at 6. And what else? Yeah, always careful. Do you have anything lost? Nothing lost. That's good news. That means none of our fruit has been disappeared like what happened the other day. 1 second, need to quickly check something on the computer. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm running around, I'm looking for the fossils and the glowing spot. The unfortunate thing is with all these days of it raining in a row, and I don't know if it rained yesterday or not because I wasn't playing yesterday, but is that the gyroids that appear will only appear after it's raining. So if you want it, what you actually want is for like it to be raining alternating days. So you want it to rain one day and then the next day it doesn't rain, so you can find gyroids, and the next day it rains again. But with the just straight raining, you only get the gyroids the day after it rains. So we're not getting gyroids for every day of the rain. We're just getting them once for all of the days of the rain. Which, again, if it had, it's possible it didn't rain yesterday, but we weren't playing. I think you also need to be playing. Like, I don't think gyroids will appear on a day that you don't play. So even if it wasn't raining yesterday, it don't matter. Like, you know, that's what happened when you miss. Like, that's the thing with Animal Crossing. You miss a day, you miss stuff. It's just the way it is. But slowly, by playing most days, we should at least slowly work. Hey, Rakanos, thank you for the host. And that took out game audio, so I'll just bring it back quickly. There we go. But welcome in. How are you doing? Were you just streaming? What were you doing? I mean, let's give you a shout out and find out. Shout out Rakanos. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. How is that going for you? Okay. Yeah, for anyone unaware, Rakanos is one of our regular Star Wars RPG players, and in fact, the one with both the most appearances and the most characters. Hey, Cinnamon Walken, thank you for that follow. You were leaving, but since playing OG Animal Crossing, you're going to give... Oh, that's... Oh, and thank you as well, Dinara. Yeah, thank you for those follows. Probably be on that for a bit. 100% attempts, yes. 100% in games can definitely take time. Yeah, Rakanos is Star Wars RPG player with both the most appearances and the most characters, having now played 3 separate characters. Also, the only person to play 2 characters in the same session. Although one of those characters was just very briefly. Might have inspired by his sister, since he always kept giving up. The last time was because of the Trial of the Sword. Not looking forward to any upcoming movies, oh yeah. Not a big moviegoer, or just no current movies looking good, or just don't know of any? Like, that's something we did actually when I was younger. We would sometimes, not always, but like we would sometimes do as work, because over time because we would play that just a lot as kids or whatever, and we all had a lot of characters. So it would happen on occasion where we'd play like 2 or even 3 characters at once. And yeah, I don't know how well it would work along with streaming it, but yeah, don't know of any. Okay, yeah. Having a conversation between both characters, yeah. That is the one thing, is, yeah, doing conversation. I mean, even like when I've been doing multiple NPCs, there have been times where it's like, I have to like make sure to be clear who is talking at any given time. Movie about Harriet Tubman in November. I'm not aware of that movie, but hopefully that's a good one. I mean, most of the upcoming movies I'm aware of are Marvel Studios movies. Plus, like the new Star Wars. Yeah. Do you have an idea or two to see, or can stir me up with some ideas to work? I mean, yeah, like, always feel free to share ideas. Like, sometimes I may say no, but, you know, you never know until you ask. Unless you can, like, read my mind, in which case I'd be very uncomfortable if you were reading my mind. Not into superhero movies. I mean, you know, everyone has their different likes and dislikes. Like, I am a massive fan of superhero. Not all superhero movies, obviously. Like, these days, primarily, it's just the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because I do love superheroes and shared universes and such, but I don't have time for, like... I honestly don't really have time for movies these days. I watch... Like, those are the only movies I actually put the effort into making sure I watch. We have a new robot in town. We lost Ribbot and we got Sprocket. Trying to destroy and such thing. Could work out a few ways that go. Stuff. Character, aka Joey knows. Well, yeah, yeah. Ask me stuff. Figure it out. Okay, what are we talking about? Oh. Wait, umbrellas. Okay. Okay. I mean, I have ideas on so many things, but... The thing with something like an RPG is that it's collaborative storytelling. Yes, like, I'm, you know, as I said, I'm creating the world. Technically, like, George Lucas created the world and other writers, like, added to it. But I'm kind of creating, like, our version of it, and then running it, such. But you and the other players are also, like, contributing towards it and, like, helping to build it and such, and all that. You don't want me to change it. I don't. No, no, no. I'm not doing it. Ursula, no. No, Ursula, you want it changed? You change it. I do not have a musical bone in my body. No, I technically missed my rounds yesterday, but otherwise, Weber. I'm pretty good at making my daily rounds. Okay. Hey, Stella. Technically, yes. It's also raining in real life. Although I did actually leave the house briefly in real life because I had to go vote. Federal election today in Canada and all that jazz. My favorite villager in my village or my favorite villager overall? Because my favorite villager overall is Alfonso. And he's in one of my other villages, which is not my main one. My favorite villager here in town... Right now I'm going to say Sprocket, because he's a robot, but he's also new, so... The last time we got a robot was Ribbot, and I said, like, oh, Ribbot's my new favorite. And then he sold me then he took all my money and gave me a Pitfall, and I'm like, yeah, no. So we'll see. For now, Sprocket is my favorite in town, but that could change if he does something to piss me off. But my favorite overall is Alfonso. Yep. Okay. Luckily, Ribbot moved. Here's his going away letter. I'll move to one of my other towns, Meltork 4. So let's put his going away letter. Is that this page? No, that's. There we go. Get rid of that old letter from him. I like to keep one letter from each of my villagers. And initially, I get like a letter from them, like when they first move in. I'll send them a letter welcoming them to Trantor, and then like keep the response. And then when they move out, I replace that with the going away letter. Speaking of which, actually, we need to write a letter welcoming. Sprocket. Wait, is Meltork 4 also where... So Meltork 4 is where Ribot moved to. Is that also where Chief lives? Or was Chief in Praetoris? My other town. Because if Chief and Ribot are both in Meltork 4, that's both my arch nemesi, whatever, in the same town. Okay, what are we looking at? 526. So yeah, Chief is my nemesis because one time I was hitting a rock, which was the money rock, and I was at like 6 bags, so I need to hit one more time for the 7th bag of money. And then Chief comes walking up to me, so instead of hitting the rock, I instead end up talking to him. I miss out on 10,000 bells because Chief came over to talk to me. So since then, Chief's been my arch nemesis. True story. Yeah. Then a later time where, not in that, when I was in the same village there where Chief was living, because Chief moved to one of my villages and then moved to the other one. I can't remember which one, though he was originally in which one he moved to, but while he was still living in whichever one it was, there was one time where I was again hitting the money rock, and then there was a weed next to it, and that I had forgotten to get rid of, so I only got 6 bags instead of 7 bags because of the weed taking up a spot. So then I was joking, it's like, Chief probably planted that weed. And then after he moved to between my two villages, my two alternate villages, at one point where I was, again, hitting a money rock, and all of a sudden I see him walking over because he was in that acre, and all of a sudden I panic and ended up not hitting fast enough and missing out the 7th bag. So, Chief... Yeah. Let's do this. Make sure we have plenty of pairs available. Now let's actually grab some because we're going to head over to one of my alternate villages. So bring, the pears are my native fruit, so they don't do much good for me here in Trantor. Bring them over to my other towns, and they're hot sellers. Oh. Okay. So yeah, we'll go to some stuff in Praetoris. And then after that, come back. If it's 6 already, then we can go visit Red. If not, go to my other town first. Yeah. So what's everyone been up to today? Anyone do anything interesting or exciting? Okay. Work? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll be doing that tomorrow. Starting at 3 a.m. tomorrow, so fun, fun. Thanks, Porter. I will have a nice trip. Okay. Yeah, today I didn't have work. Mondays I often don't work, which is nice. Okay, Rover's over there. Is he gonna do the "Do I know you" thing or something else? Because, like, I see Rover 3 or 4 times a day, generally, because, you know, I travel from my main town to my second town, back, my main town to my other, well, I should say my third town. Because Pretorius, yeah, have we met before? Pretorius, which is where we're going now, is technically the third town I created here, of my current set of towns. But it's always the one I go to first because the memory card is a bit iffier, so I like to have the memory card already in and check it before I turn on the game and before I start up stream. So I go to Pretorius, go back to Trantor, go to Meltor, go back to Trantor. And usually, you know, I see Rover at least 3, possibly all 4 of those times. Sometimes you see Blanca instead, but still Rover has to think to remember me. What a guy, what a guy. Okay, so this is where Chief is living now, that's right. So Chief was originally living in Maltork and then moved to Pretorius. So, okay, so we don't have Ribot and Chief both in the same town. That's good. What do we got here? Classic painting. Prism shirt. I'm pretty sure I don't need the prism shirt. Let me just quickly check. No. Classic painting, I'm not sure because I haven't listed out the paintings yet. So I'm actually going to go, because it's a painting, I'm going to go check my catalog here. So I know whether or not I need to actually bring it back. Where are the paintings? Past them? Oh no, here we go. Okay, classic painting. Okay, that's that one. So I have gotten it, and yeah, I've definitely donated, so I can sell both those things after I pick them up from the dump. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to be selling a painting that I still needed to donate to the museum. Okay, well, let's bring up my furniture list. Cabana screen. Okay, I need it's a bit small for me to read. It should be fine for you on stream. Okay, no, cabana, we need bed and chair. Country guitar, we haven't marked down what I need yet for instruments, so I'll just buy it. Watering trough, we haven't marked down whatever series that's from, so I'll just buy it. Cabin bed. No, we need cabin, bookcase, and chair. That is neither. Kitty couch. No, we need bed, clock, and wardrobe. We haven't marked down the models yet. So I'll buy the track model, even though that one I'm honestly like 90% sure. No, 99% sure, even though we've got it before, but you know, whatever. So that's for furniture. And I still keep buying the diaries and journals and such, even though I'm like 90% sure we've got all of them, just because I haven't marked it down yet. But those don't even give me the raffle tickets. At least like the regular furniture gives me raffle tickets. Okay, what do we got for clothing here? Big star shirt. Do not need that. Dice shirt. No dice. Snappy print? No thanks. What's this one? Oh, that's Polar Fleece Doy. That one I'm pretty sure we've gotten. Yeah. Just for whatever reason, like, the name and the image to me don't connect to my brain. No, don't need that. Okay. So unfortunately, no clothing. See, for the regular clothing, not counting stuff like, you know, stuff from holidays or from like Gracie or whatever. There's we've gotten about a third of the normal clothing. Or 2/3, I mean. So we only have a third left. And yet, we're not really finding it, which is kind of annoying. That was the 18th, that was like 3 days ago. C2, yeah, we already found that. Where are we going now? Okay. It's kind of unfortunate. Because, like... What was I talking about? Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate we're not finding the clothing we need, because it's like... There's still so much we need. Ooh, red. October 25th. 4 days from now, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Ooh, Friday's good. I think. Yeah. Friday should be good. I didn't mean to ask what's going on again. I meant to ask about lost stuff. I mean, lost of other than myself. I'm clearly lost. But not in the game. Just in, you know, general. Ooh, you have something lost. Is something good last? What did you have last time? Oh, I can't remember what you... Well, I think that was in Meltork, where there was like an axe. Which was like an axe and the lost found. A barber shirt? Is that something I need? It's not something I need, no. Getting all excited. And nothing. Nothing to it. No worries though. Oh. Let's check the beach. Maybe Gulliver's washed ashore. When Copper's not on duty? What do you mean? Like, you just... When Copper's not on duty, you can't ask him what about goings on. Or I guess you can ask, well, lost and found either, but you can still just go in, because even when Copper's not on duty, Booker's still in there doing his thing. Okay. Alfonso! This is my favorite villager. I know that, yes. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Alfonso, he wasn't in Trantor when I first started it, but he moved there shortly after. Then from there he moved to Meltork 4, which is my second village. Then he moved back to Trantor, and then he moved here to Pertoris. Yeah. And his default clothing is the Big Bro shirt, which is what I'm wearing. Which is one of the reasons he's my favorite, because of the fact that, like, it's a, you know, Mario-based shirt. But then also, back when I was a kid and played this, me and my friends had, like, an Alfonso that moved between, like, 4 of our villages, so it was just like, oh, that's cool. And yeah. Okay. We already chopped down all the trees in this acre? I'm not sure how we're doing that. Other than the orange tree, I mean. But apparently I did. Because, yeah, Copper is occasionally not on duty, because there are the times when there's the morning aerobics going on, and then Copper's actually at the Wishing Well in charge of the morning aerobics. Well, let's continue the deforestation of Pertoris. Ah, bees. Haven't seen those in a while. Did not go quite as planned, but that's fine. Sometimes you get the bees, more often than not the bees get you. Okay. Alright, that was the tree that I got the bees from. Well, let's go and do Under the Cliff as well. Gonna find more bees today, or... Thing is, as we get closer and closer to the end, we're gonna be getting bees quite frequently while chopping down trees. That's the next acre. Wait, did I miss that part when I guess I missed this part when I was doing this acre way back. Well, bees and other stuff become more and more common. Bees, assuming you can catch them, are actually nicer than the money bags, because bees you can actually sell for a chunk of change. I actually don't know how much you can sell bees for, because I only caught bees the one time, and I donated them to the museum, obviously. Let's see, if you don't believe me, I'm right here. That's mosquito. Where's the bees? Oh, right up here. Right there, bee. Only missing 4 insects. One of which becomes available in... let's see here. Insects. One of which becomes available in November, 1 in June, and 2 in July. See, the Mole Cricket becomes available in November, Firefly in June, so that's why I haven't caught either of those yet, because I only started this file in July, and Mole Cricket's available November to May, Firefly in June. The Giant Beetle is only around during night, which is why I never caught that. Banded Dragonfly, that one I tried to catch multiple times, and I just never succeeded with Rick. Succeeded with one of my other characters, gave it to Rick and donated it to the museum, but did not, but unfortunately just being given one does not actually add it to this, it at least, at least means I have it in my museum and still from Rick, who's my main character, but sadly, I still need to actually catch one. So yeah, 'cause I was playing as Bob, who's my character in, or my first character in Maltork 4, which is my second town. I was playing as him just because I needed to, like, I need to get something. I don't remember what, something like a wallpaper from Wendell, or trying to get a shirt from Gracie, or one of those things. We can only get one per character per visit, but you can get multiple per visit. So it's like, you want to get stuff with multiple characters, but sadly. So, and then just as I was running by, also, I saw, Banded Dragonfly, and I managed to actually catch it. Okay, so we have room for 3 fruit as well. Before we head back, what time is it? 5:45. Oh, nice. So yeah, time to go to... So we'll go to Maltork before... before Red shows up. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah. Just doing some quick mental math to make sure I hadn't forgotten anything. But I do not believe I did. So we're gonna head back. We're gonna sell off the oranges and put the rest of the stuff we got here in my house. Grab another set of pears and then head over to Maltork 4. We're going to do largely the same thing. I think in Maltork 4, I think we're getting a Wendell visit tomorrow, if I recall correctly. Because yeah, and Wendell's somebody that we definitely don't want to miss out on his visits, because these are what we still need for wallpapers, and we need 4 wallpapers from him yet. The garden wall, the office wall, the sandlot wall, and the tree-lined wall. And unfortunately, it's random what you get from him. You can only get 3 wallpapers from him per visit, and only 1 per character. So... Well, luckily it's Maltork, because Maltork I already have 2 characters in, which means I'll go to Maltork, grab 1, and then I'll just, get 2 others with my other 2 characters already in Maltork, which is nice because that means I don't have to worry about traveling with other characters. So I have 3 characters in Trantor, 2 in Maltork 4, only 1 in Pretoris so far. Eventually I want 4 characters in each town, but that's long-term plans. Which I also want, 15 towns, but that means getting more memory cards. At the moment I only have, 3 memory cards with 3 towns. Because I was hearing something about how apparently, okay. Apparently, certain... for clothing, different clothing will have different rarities in different towns, and it's kind of random. And that might be why I'm mostly just getting, even though I still have a third of the regular clothing to get approximately. That's just a approximation, not an exact. That I'm mostly still just getting repeats at this point. So if I get more towns that can get, opportunities for other clothing to be more common. further fill in my catalog. Furniture might be the same, I'm not sure. I mean, it's possible everything's the same. Like that, it's just, you know, with wallpapers and carpet and stationery, where there's less of them anyway, so it's like, because I already got all the standards of those. I still have a few special things to get for each of them, but gotten all the standard stationery, wallpaper, and carpeting. But just because it could be just because there's less of them, that even though certain things are more common, others are less, you're more likely to get the uncommon stuff faster. Okay, what are we at? 5:50. Yeah, definitely time. Go over to Meltork for a quick visit, similar to our visit to Praetoris, and come back. Red will be here when we get back. Do that. Probably just do the Red visit. Probably won't do too much beyond that. Like, we're probably not going to continue today with the working on filling up our... I'm quickly going to save before I switch to the memory card, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, probably not going to continue with the covering up the ground with fruit today. Don't want to take time. Because I don't want to be going too late today. Since, you know, working at 3 a.m. tomorrow. Which is it's a thing. It is a thing. Okay. So I'm going to quickly switch the memory card. And then, yeah. So who all plays GameCube Animal Crossing, whether, you know, or, like, plays or has played? Obviously, I know a lot of people don't play it anymore, even if you played it back in the day. Excellent, train is coming. Just grab my headphones. Addicted as a kid. Yeah, I played it along when I was younger. Because I didn't get it when it first came out. Actually, because I bought my copy used, in fact. Well, even before, I think even before I got it, I did play it on a buddy's. Because I think I had a character in my buddy Andrew's town, which I think that was from before I had the game myself. I mean, I don't know why I would have done it after I had the game myself, so that's probably before. But yeah, and then played quite a bit for a few years and kind of stopped. I remember around when I first moved out of my parents' place, I think I was playing it again for a while, not too much. And then earlier this year, I decided, you know, I'm gonna play it again. I've been wanting to play it for a couple of years again because I kept being like, oh, if anybody has any ideas for what they want me to draw for Blanca's face, let me know. But for several years, oh, actually, I have an idea. All of them Xerxes. I'm crossing all of the animals. Yeah. Basically, for a couple of years, I was saying, it's like, you know, I could start streaming full-time. I'm going to, play Animal Crossing again, and then eventually I'm just like, you know what? And just do daily streams of Animal Crossing. And eventually I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just doing daily streams of Animal Crossing regardless. Found your GameCube but not your memory cards. Yeah, when I started playing again, I didn't even have my old towns. So I just started fresh. See, her face is the same as her shirt. Okay. I mean, it's a different shade of red, but and also a different shade of white. Like the white on the shirt is brighter. Yep. Okay, what are we looking at here in Meltork? What do we got in the dump? Dainty parasol and a writing desk. Good stuff, good stuff. Yes, I'd like to sell pairs. Pairs of pears. 4 pairs of pears and then a single pair. Okay. I really need more joke material, because I've definitely done that pair of pears joke and variants of it far too many times. Okay, let's see here. Furniture. What do we got here? Classic bed, I probably don't... Yeah, only thing I need from a classic series is the vanity. To get from Red. Buy that. Okay. Fine painting. Oh wait, we fine painting we've gotten. I know that actually. So I'll just sell that right back. An orange box. Sure thing. Sure thing. Lovely lamp. Pretty sure. Yeah, we've gotten that one. That I actually kind of remembered because I've made the I love lamp joke for it before. And a, I don't know actually know how to say that. Djembe drum? Maybe? Okay. So we bought one more thing here than we did in Praetoris, because there we had 3 raffle tickets. Okay, let's look at the clothing. Noble shirt, we even saw earlier today. Spade shirt. Nope. A gray tartan. Maybe? But no. One ball shirt we also saw earlier today. And a concierge shirt. Pretty sure I don't need that, and I am correct in not needing that. Okay. Yeah. All that clothing, and we still... We're having so many days in a row of just not finding new shirts. It's rather disconcerting. Okay. Onwards. Okay, what are we doing now? Gotta head over here, check the bulletin board. It's gonna have the 2 notices. We got daylight savings time and Halloween. Shop at work. Yeah, this is when I made my second character in this town. Oh, technically not the same day. I made the character when I finished working for Nook with the character, and I'm like. And I was just going to be like, shop at Nook's, but for some reason I wrote shop at work, and now that's just the most hilarious thing to me. Yeah. I mean, technically I work at a grocery store, so I do shop at work. It's a thing that I do. Because, you know, get 10% off at work, so, for most things. I think there's some things that don't actually get 10% off, but, you know, most things 10% off, so why wouldn't I shop there? Plus, you know, I just shop after work. I guess 6 o'clock is when the light turns on in there. Penny goings on? I think it's Wendell tomorrow, yes. It's Wendell... Meltork, yeah, that's tomorrow. And anything lost? No lost things. Well, that's a shame. Ooh. I don't really seek out the glowing spot or the money rock in my secondary towns, but if I see the glowing spot, I go for it. Money rock, I don't really even check rocks, just because of the time it takes and such. Also, something I never really realized is that the weeds aren't all the same. Like, this one has, like, 3. These are just 2, and they're different angles and such. Fun fact about Animal Crossing GameCube, because the file size was 32 MB, because the contents of the disk can be stored into the GameCube's RAM, and the disk was only needed to save or load memory card data. The disk wasn't even needed to load or save memory card data. You only need the disk to actually start up the game. And I can confirm this because I had a buddy who borrowed my copy for like 5 minutes and then just left his GameCube running for literally months so he could play it. Okay. So where do we... Oh, that's not where we go up here. Where did we leave off on, chopping down trees? In this town. Let's see here. Okay. It'll be right over here. Well, I guess this is the cross acre, aka the acre that, like, is split by both the river and the cliff. It's actually possible to have a 3-tiered town with 2 cliffs, but all 3 of my towns are just a single cliff. When I get more memory cards and make more towns, I definitely want a 3-tiered town, just because that's cool. Okay. No bees here? No bees, it seems. Yeah. Billy. Okay. Last match for bees, I was going to say, I think. I think. Yeah, that's an apple tree, so that we're keeping. Everything else is the next acre over. Got a bit of money, though. Not bad, not bad. So let's go grab our... Oh yeah, let's stop by the dump so we can grab the junk from there. Well, you need the memory card in to save, just not the disc. Because obviously it won't save without the memory card. A lot of you meant to write pop in the disk to save, and just accidentally type memory card instead, but... Okay. Okay, and yeah, we only have room for 3 apples. And we're good to go. See, I'm pretty sure I also played it for a while, leaving my GameCube on and just, not. And with the disc not in, just because I was like, just because it amused me. Okay. Oh. Yeah, as far as I know, Animal Crossing is the only game I know of that you can do that. Okay. As because it was like pretty much, because it was an N64 game that got ported to the GameCube. They added in some stuff, but it was still, you know, like, still essentially an N64 game. No. Okay. I hope my trip is comfortable and, what was the other word? Whatever. I always hope everything's comfortable. I like being comfortable. Being comfortable is awesome. Being comfortable is where it's at. Okay. Let's see now. So we get back, we drop off the stuff I have, and sell some of the other stuff. Hey Arinoshi, welcome in. You honestly missed a good chunk of the stream. I've already done most of my standard stuff in Trantor here, and visited both my other 2 towns already. Let's drop this stuff off. Oh, do we have anyone move out? Yes. Who was it? Oh, Weber was the other person living there. Tessic Colors. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. What's really, like, amazing at it is just game size. And, like, how much you can do with small game sizes and such. Okay. Because, like, I actually remember when, New Super Mario Brothers 2 was out for the 3DS. And then when they released DLC for it, and a lot of people were thinking that it was the DLC was stuff that was already on the system because of how small it was. But the people are like, well, no, like the DLC is like new levels, but it's a 2D Mario game. Like all the assets are in the game, obviously. New levels, all that requires is like a small amount of code telling you where to put those assets. So you can do just like, you know, you can do that just like in a text document, essentially. And that doesn't take a whole lot of space. But yeah. It's also why you had, like, say, on the original Nintendo, where you had like the port of Donkey Kong, an arcade game that had 4 levels. They had to remove one, bring it down to 3 levels. But then you had like Super Mario Brothers 1, which had like 8 times 4 is 32 levels, because of the fact that it's like, oh, all the levels are using the same assets. It's just like all about what order the assets are in. Okay. Where is Red? C5. Okay. I plan to buy like probably everything there. Wait, C5. So I literally like ran past it on my way here. I mean, it might not have been on screen, but I did go through C5. Okay, I went through the bottom part of C5, so probably the top part there. Here we go. Black Market. Let's bring up my furniture list. Yeah, from any of those series, only going to be buying them if I need it, but for anything else, buying regardless. Okay. High-end stereo. I will definitely take that. Well, that sucks, Iron Yoshi. Azalea Bonsai, sure. That one's probably not a Red specific thing, and probably I already have, but I don't know for certain. Classic Wardrobe. No, I need a Classic Vanity. So this I'm going to say no to Red. There's plenty left. No, that was all you had left. Can I buy this sword over here? No? Okay. Stereo, that's a raving turntable. Resident Evil needing 2 discs on PS1, they are able to fit on an N64 cartridge. Granted, the graphics were reduced. I thought that was a great feat. Yes. I think... wasn't part of that just the fact that did the PS1 version have like FMVs for the cutscenes? Because that was like a big thing for like PS1 versus N64, was that they would just put like... What am I doing? I'm going to go to Nooks. They would have like the FMVs, which would take up so much space. I could be wrong about that though. Yeah. That was also the interesting thing. Like graphically, the N64 was more powerful than the PS1, but the PS1, because it had more space, they could just like have better textures, just like just put in on the disc or whatever and such. Whereas N64, being more powerful, could handle more polygons. See my catalog. 383. That means nothing I bought today was anything new. Any furniture, I mean, because I was at 383 yesterday already. But, well, yeah, yesterday, but 2 days ago, I guess, was the one I last played. But let's go add another series to my list of furniture I need. So we've got everything up to the Jingle series listed out. Where's my phone? Battery sufficiently charged. Thank you for that, phone. It's good to know. Okay, so it was weird. I was walking home, because earlier I went to go vote, and then I was walking home, I was on my phone. And then my phone, I'm pretty sure it was at like 30% or so battery, when all of a sudden it went and died on me. Get home, as I take it out of my pocket, I accidentally dropped it on the floor, and then turned back on, and it was at like 7% battery, and it's like, what? What sense does that make? Not sure what Resident Evil 4 was getting was right, though. So for Command and Conquer on PS1, cutscenes with supported. I mean, like, they probably would have had, like, cutscenes, just not, like, FMVs for cutscenes. Like, they would just, like, have the cutscenes just be, like, I don't know, like, text boxes or whatever. I haven't actually played Command and Conquer, so I don't know for certain, but I would assume they would still have the actual, like, cutscenes in some form, just not as FMVs just loaded onto the disc. Okay, Jingle series. So, we want Spooky series next, which is Halloween. How many Spooky series are there? Bed, bookcase, chair, clock, dresser, lamp, sofa, table, vanity, wardrobe. So 10. Let's copy and paste that 10 times. Well, okay, actually the first one is first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Let's shrink that down so y'all can see. And let's fill in the specifics. So we have spooky bed, spooky bookcase, spooky chair. Oh, thanks, Iron Yoshi. Chair, clock. Yeah. Just checking, just dresser. Just wanting to make sure I'm understanding. Lamp. Sofa. Table. Vanity. And wardrobe. I always spell wardrobe wrong. I want to like do 2 Ds as if like ward-drobe rather than ward and robe. But yeah. Hey Dragonfly, welcome in. How's it going? Saying boo right as I'm writing out spooky stuff. Spooky, scary skeletons. Okay. So that's all good. Next time we'll list out the Snowman series. On the Backyard series. Yeah. It's nice getting more and more stuff listed out. You're good. Good to hear. Good to hear. You have what as an alert sound? Oh, spooky, scary skeletons. I'm a streamer. I can't be expected to remember what I said or sang like 10 seconds ago. You know that. You're a streamer yourself. Streamers have the memory of a goldfish. It's just the rules. Okay. Let's see now. What are we at? 620. Worse than goldfish. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, let's go. Pause it. Make a deposit. Yes. Also, so I found out what the max amount of money you can have in the bank is. See, I was thinking it was like, oh, it's probably going to be like 9,999,999. It's 999,999,999. So, that's going to take a lot longer than I was thinking it's going to take. So I'm going to have to figure out some good money-making strategies. Because, yeah. And that's not even just something that's like Eric percent, like, oh, it's a thing I can max out, right? That's something you actually get an item, you get a piece of furniture for. That's how you get the post office model, by maxing out your money in your bank. So it's like, what even is that on Nintendo? Like, seriously. But it is what it is. That's something we're definitely going to have to figure out what we're going to be doing for that. In the meantime, this is where we are ending stream. Bit of a shorter one, not even an hour and a half, because of the fact that I started like an hour late today, unfortunately. And tomorrow will be another short one, because tomorrow's the one that I only start at 6. Oh, thank you for that host, Meninius, right as I'm ending. Oh, I didn't mean to accidentally hit something, but whatever. Yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. Good to see that I'm keen for Disney Plus. Yeah, you're definitely referring to my my tweets, the fact that I'm quote tweeting everything. I'm going through and quote tweeting everything from that announcement. Those announcement tweets. And host by Xerxes again right at the end. Yeah, unfortunately I am ending. We are going to go raid somebody, so don't go anywhere. If you want to join me on the raid, we're going to go find somebody for us to raid. Yeah. Basically, I just wanted to. I had ideas on tweets for a few things on this, and I'm like, you know what, let's try challenging myself and make a quote tweet for everything. So I'm slowly going through. I'm currently on the early 90s. But yeah. And we're going to be going. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time, which is like 20. We're at 6:23 right now. So, then what? Wednesday and Thursday are both 4 p.m. These are all Animal Crossing streams. Then Friday will be doing some more of the Sonic the Hedgehog for Sega Master System at 1 p.m. with Animal Crossing afterwards. And the next Saturday is the Star Wars RPG again at 4 p.m. with Animal Crossing afterwards. As for who we're going to raid, let's see here. Who's online and what are they playing? Okay, I had an idea, but I'm seeing what they were playing. I'm like, maybe not that for today. Could raid somebody playing Stardew Valley. Could raid someone playing Soma. Could raid someone playing Trine. Could raid someone playing Overwatch. Could raid someone playing Mario Maker 2 or Fire Emblem Three Houses, or Minecraft. Anybody has a preference between any of those games, let me know. Otherwise, I'll decide myself. But yeah. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Demon Spawn. Much appreciated. That's actually that's like 3 follows today. I've been having like a while there where I was getting like essentially no follows, or I get like the occasional follow, but then I also be like lose followers, so it's kind of staying very even. But then today, or the last stream as well, we got a few followers, and today got 3, which is quite nice. So if anybody has a preference for any of those games that I mentioned, let me know. She has been needing some cheering up. She is actually one of the people that I was mentioning, because yeah, I mentioned, because I saw she's playing Minecraft. But yeah. And I guess we will go raid Narina. She's a good friend of mine, currently playing Minecraft. Yeah, let me just copy and paste. And we'll head over there. Anybody that wants to join in the raid is very welcome to do so. You can copy and paste the raid message. And yeah. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. Those who chatted, those who just lurked, those who hosted or auto-hosted. I don't think we got any raids today, but oh, and all the follows. Thank you for everything. You're all wonderful people. Thanks for hanging out. Let me make sure I'm ready to go over on a raid myself. Click that. Bring up audio. There we go. Yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. You're all wonderful people, and have a good one. Bye.